A very good evening from the newsroom. The news summary for this Monday, 22nd of January. Putting an end to bullying is one of the main objectives of the Ministry of Education for this year. The primary and secondary schools of Bovalo were two educational establishments visited by the Minister for Education, Dr. Justin Valentin, and members of his delegation on this first day of the new school year. During his address, the minister emphasized the ministry's theme, which this year is developing a safer school environment. One of the points addressed by the minister was school bullying. The minister said his wish was that all children live in peace and make the school environment happy for others, and that all school children treat their teachers well and put an end to all bullying at school. And day one of the new school year has started on a good note for Pralin at the Baie-Sainte-Anne Primary School. Several 4-year-olds, accompanied by the parents, were eager to have their first official taste of school. Primary 3 students were also accompanied by their parents. This was to ensure a smooth transition from P2 to P3, where the students will meet several new changes. At Pralin Secondary School, only S1 students were present. This was to allow them to get used to the different facilities at the school. Tomorrow, the school will be filled to its capacity with students from S2 to S5 joining. Primary 1 students will also be resuming school tomorrow. There will be a special assembly at the Ladzig school tomorrow to officially launch the 2024 school year. The murder case against Nicole Isidore started this morning with jury selection, and 5 women and 4 men were selected. Isidore is accused of having murdered Cliff Pillay on the Northeast Point playing field on December 7th, 2022. Nicole Isidore pleaded not guilty to the murder charge, once again stating the situation can be explained. The case is set to be heard until the 27th of February. And the 13 accused in the presumed money laundering case involving cryptocurrency all pleaded not guilty to the charges of money laundering, of alternatively knowing, accepting illegally gained funds. The 10 Kenyans and 3 Seychellois are to be back in court in a fortnight, but the case itself will be heard in September. A group of 40 participants from various governmental entities involved in the fight against money laundering are participating in a 5-day workshop organized by the Ministry for Finance, National Planification and Trade. The workshop started today and is being facilitated by the Eastern and Southern Africa Anti-Money Laundering Group. The aim of the workshop is to train prospective assessors to help the country in its fight against money laundering. According to the chairperson of the National Anti-Money Laundering and Countering the Financing of Terrorism Committee, Patrick Payet, this training is important to help improve Seychelles' ratings worldwide.
The mutual evaluation report of Seychelles was adopted by the task force and approved by the Council of Ministers in September 2018. According to the MER, out of the 40 FATF recommendations, Seychelles was rated partially compliant on 16 recommendations and non-compliant on 4 recommendations. As I stand before you today, we managed to introduce new legal framework and review the deficiency that exists within our AML CFT regime. To date, Seychelles is either compliant or largely compliant on 34 out of the 40 FATF recommendations. The National AML CFT Committee will continue to address the remaining 6 technical compliance shortcomings for discussion in the 2024 ISAMLAG meetings.
The Minister for Agriculture, Environment and Climate Change, Flavien Joubert, has said that efforts are continuing to encourage more people to take veterinary as a profession, as there are not enough of these workers in the country to help sterilize dogs and cats on a regular basis. Minister Joubert made this statement this morning on the last day of a dog and cat sterilization campaign by a group of Russian veterinarians. The campaign was organized by a local group known as Be Kind. More than 400 pet dogs and cats have been sterilized over the past 12 days. Minister Joubert said that this year, Seychellois could obtain scholarships for the pursuit of veterinary studies in Russia. And with this, we end this news summary. I'll be back at 8 for the news in Creole. Have a very pleasant evening.